from Draddy Gymnasium in the Bronx, New York. It's time for a rare Monday night edition of Metro Atlantic Athletic Conference Women's Basketball on ESPN3. It's the second meeting of the season between the Siena Saints and the Manhattan Jaspers. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. So glad you could spend a little of it with us here in Riverdale alongside Jasper Hall of Famer Chris Smooth Williams. I'm Jason Guerette. This is a matchup, Smooth, between two teams that first and foremost play very hard.
Both teams play very hard. The Jaspers took a tough loss at Siena. They're looking for some get back.
Here on Valentine's Day, it's only fitting that we highlight two players who play with a tremendous amount of heart and hustle. And for Siena, Selena Foloxy, she's from Queens and back playing in her native New York City tonight.
The 6-foot forward brings energy on both ends of the floor. Selena has the ability to put up big numbers, plays with a New York City flair.
And for Manhattan, of course, the beating heart of the Jaspers program has been Courtney Worley for the last 5 seasons, and she's in the midst of one of the best stretches of basketball of her career. Fisher still struggling, swarmed on defense, and here come the Jaspers with another turnover. Davis, hard to the hole, and the foul.
Low set, that's a shot Courtney usually makes.
Donovan again, yeah, she hits again. 3 for 3 from three-point range for Casey Donovan. And how about this start for Monmouth? They're up 9 at 7:18 to go in the first quarter. Davis from the outside, that rainbow shot.
Hey!
There's some pot of gold at the end of that rainbow. Now Vanderhoop around a screen, finds Clark open on the far side for 3. And too strong that time, Davis with another board. In transition, Worley jumps it out to Harvey Carr. Swish from 3, beautiful play. It's been a great basketball game.
We didn't expect anything less or be uncivilized.
D.D. Davis steps back. That's uncivilized. That's a dirty move from D.D. Davis on the step back. And Harvey Carr nearly lost it. Drives baseline, steps through, shot rejected inside, loose on the deck. Who's got it? Harvey Carr able to stay in bounds. 2 on the shot clock. Davis launches. It's good! Tie game! It's Valentine's Day. Why not do the Cupid Shuffle? Brother Jasper and the Manhattan cheerleaders getting down here on a Monday night. And Manhattan takes a 12-point lead into the fourth quarter. Jason Guerette and Chris Smooth Williams with you here. That was pretty smooth.
Brother Jasper moves very well. I didn't know that the brothers were allowed to dance to the Cupid Shuffle.
Manhattan taking on Canisius this Thursday, remaining at home. And that 7 p.m. tip-off on ESPN3, it'll be the homecoming for former Manhattan assistant, now Canisius head coach Sahar Nusebe, who was under Coach Bullen for a number of years when she first took over the program, and now is the head coach up in Buffalo. It's going to be great to see Coach Sahar.
Will be great to see her. Love what she's doing up there at Canisius. You know she's going to turn that around. She worked so hard. One of my favorite moments with Coach was during the alumni games. They allowed some of the coaches to play. She was so intense. She was trash talking back to me, Jason.
Oh. I assume you could take it as well as dish out the trash talk.
You got it. You have to.
Margot Peterson, that's her first 3-point make of this game. 7 points now for Peterson, all in the second half, and that's also Siena's first 3-point make as a team. They were 0 for 7.
That's a great look by Margot. Left her shooting follow-through up, and she gave a good look to Emily afterwards.
Black Roof picks up the ball in a crowd and travels, trying to make a post move. 9-point lead now for Manhattan. This is the closest Siena has been all second half long.
Jaspers have to be aware of shooters now. Obviously, Peterson looking to shoot the basketball. That's another dimension she's added to the offense.
Jaspers show a 2-3 zone here. Peterson, Winston, Fontenelle, Pawson, Brown, and Foloxy, the 5 Saints on the floor. They can't shoot through the zone there. Davis with the rebound, weak side. Davis looking to push and draws contact, and she'll head to the free throw line. That is Peterson's foul, her 3rd.
And that's when D.D. Davis is so good. Off the rebound, she ignites the break. Good to see Jenna Jordan on that bike working it out.
Jordan leaving after coming down on an opponent's foot in the 3rd quarter, if you're just joining us. And yes, an excellent to see her on the stationary bike there. Davis puts in the first.
And more importantly, Jason, she has a slight smile on her face that lets me know she may be okay.
Davis a chance to break into double figures with this free throw, and she does. That gives Manhattan 4 players in double figures. Jordan leads with 15, 11 for Harvey Carr and Worley, and now 10 for Davis. Of course, Worley is the key player in that with 17 rebounds, 2 away from a career high. And her 4th straight double-double, 12th of the season. Once again, the 2-3 zone here for Manhattan. Siena doesn't shoot many threes. Perhaps they're trying to make them shoot.
Well, again, Peterson had gotten heating up. She's not on the floor right now, but getting into that mid-range is where they've been successful. The zone can keep them out of the lane.
The long arms of Worley deflected that three-point attempt, but Faloxi was in the right place at the right time, and she has 13.
Selena Johnny on the spot there, able to get that offensive rebound and put it back in.
And the lead is back to 9 for Manhattan. Looking for Juric. That's off her hands, out of bounds, as Davis tried to find her from the wing. And now here come the Saints. This has been really the story of their last few games. They have lost games to Iona. They've lost games to Niagara, St. Peter's, Fairfield, but they've been in those games late.
Multiple efforts, not giving up, and they're going to stay until there's zeros across the board.
Imani Harris is back in as well. A 3-guard look, a 4-guard look actually for the Saints right now. Faloxi, the lone post player. Harris, Winston over the zone, too short. Here come the Jaspers. Davis calls her own number, gets around Brown, and earns free throws.
Once again, Jason, when Didi rebounds, she initiates offense. She's playing downhill, and it doesn't allow that defense to really set up.
Well, you mentioned it's good that Jenna Jordan had a smile on her face, likely okay. Well, she's more than okay. She's coming back in.
Much larger smile to be checking back into the ball game.
Anya Knoflak checks in as well for Siena. Davis right back at the free throw line. She gets there more than any other player in the MAC. Struggling a little bit from the line as of late after a hot start. And can't get the roll on that one. Now 2 out of 4 for Davis at the line tonight. About 58% in her last 7 games. But again, she gets there so often because of those plays calling her own number and driving to the basket. And a loose ball foul called here on the Jaspers. Davis is going to pick this one up herself.
Didi trying to be aggressive, going after her own miss at the free throw line, but we talked about for Siena holding that box. Good job there.
Well, keep an eye on the foul situation for Siena. Margot Peterson and Rachel Brown both playing with 4 fouls here. Peterson on the bench currently, but Brown is now also on the bench, just subbed out. So Harris, Fontenelle, Posson, Knoflak, Faloxi, and Winston. Faloxi into Worley. An offensive foul is called there. And that'll be Faloxi's 3rd.
Great job, Courtney, stepping up. The Jaspers gave you the look of zone, but it was man-to-man.
Disguising the defense. Still leading by 9. Plenty of basketball left, though, here in the 4th quarter on Valentine's Day. Jordan looking for LaPointe. That's a great deflection from behind. Here comes Fontenelle Posson. Sees pink jerseys up ahead and pulls it back out. Now Faloxi. Gives it up. Winston down to Faloxi and tries to throw a cross-court pass with the Jaspers in rotation.
Excellent help and recover defense. Help the helper.
Got some fans helping out as well, retrieving it from the stands.
Help right there. Help the helper. Good retreat. In that case there, turn it over.
Emily LaPointe guarded by Harris. New York City point guards going at it in that matchup. Brazil Harvey Carr gets free off a screen. Leaves the 3 short. Worley flying in from out of nowhere. They're going to call it off of Manhattan, though.
Look how far Courtney Worley came to try to get that rebound. Look at the distance, and that's the effort you make when you're trying to be a good offensive rebounding team like the Jaspers. She came from the top of the key area to try to get that basketball.
11 points, 17 rebounds for Worley. She's also got 2 assists, a steal, and a block. We highlighted her in the Open for good reason. She's in the midst of one of the best stretches of basketball of her decorated Jasper career. Peterson back in as well for Siena.
Peterson in there to give you that outside look that Siena needs.
5 seconds to shoot. Harris sees it. Drops it off. Philoxy's got to put it up, and she does just in time.
Super impressed with the Siena guards, Harris, Brown, their ability to get into the lane. In that case there, Selena, the benefit of the pass.
Philoxy now with 15 points for the Saints. 7-point game. Siena, again, has not been closer than 9 this entire second half. Until right now, as Harvey Carr cannot answer, but the Jaspers grab an offensive rebound. Jordan from the outside. That's going to be a long 2 instead of a 3, but Jordan back up off the deck and back on the board.
Big time knockdown. Again, they call that the worst shot in basketball. You take one step back, Jason, you get an extra point.
Here's Philoxy once again. Fires it out to Peterson. That's her shot. Halfway down and out. An offensive rebound, though, for the Saints. And then a foul called on Harvey Carr, denying Peterson the position she wanted. Well, Jenna Jordan, as we mentioned, if she had stepped one step further out, it would have been her first 3 of the season. That, with the three-point line being the white line this year, moved back to equal the men's line. That was a long 2.
Shot the ball with confidence. You love that.
17 points now for Jordan. She's one off of her season and career high, which she set with 14 rebounds, a huge double-double at Niagara in a Manhattan loss. But certainly Jordan was not the reason for the loss. She played great. Philoxy swarmed inside, kicks back out, and double-teamed again. Lost the ball. It's off of Brazil Harvey Carr's leg, I believe.
Number 15,
7 on the shot clock here for Siena. Trying to stay attached, trying to get themselves a shot at making a late push here. Jaspers have led by as many as 23 points. Wide open is Peterson, and that's one way they can get right back in it.
No question about it. Great set. And as soon as you said that, Jason, in my head, I thought about the 3-ball. Peterson knocks it down. It always keeps you close.
It's down to 6 here at Draddy Gymnasium. Davis outside. Jordan wants another. Off the mark, and another Jasper foul. This one on Jade Blackroove. And so Siena, trailing by just 2 possessions, will have immediate timeout here, and they've got the momentum on the road. Good finish coming down the stretch on Valentine's Day. Come back with us on ESPN3.